Hello everyone, and welcome to So Many Games, So Little Time. My name is Joachim, and today we will be unboxing Paleoamericans, Endless Winter, Paleoamericans, whatever you will see on the box, right? I'm doing this outside. I know that this might affect the sound a little bit, but honestly I couldn't wait. I just got the game. I am super hyped, so I just wanted the unboxing immediately. I've done videos outside before, like Wonderland's War and so on, for the same reason. So this is what it looks like inside. Get rid of the foam first to make everything easier to take out. Obviously this is the mat, at least one part of it. This is the second part, some pieces, and then this is just one block that's gonna come out. Okay, so I'll take it out and then I'll get back to you. Okay, so we'll take off the bubble wrap first. I'm gonna speed it up a little bit, but just so you can see how well it's been assembled. Okay, so the speeding up is done. You can see there's a huge amount of protection for this game, which is typical for VFI, to be honest, so I'm not that surprised. Let's see what was in there. Okay, so this is the main box. There we go. Then we have the Cave Paintings expansion. I have the Ancestors expansion. Then we have the Rivers and Rafts expansion, the Ceremonial Grounds module, the Deluxe Resin components, and then the two mats. You might say, whoa, where are the other expansions? Apparently some of them are in one of these. I think the Ancestors expansion, I think this has the other two expansions that I haven't mentioned here. All right, so I think let's just start with the main box and do the other stuff later. Okay. All right, so I'm gonna zoom in and I'm gonna take off the film and then we'll continue. Okay, now that the shrink is off, we can take a look at the box. First, of course, you can see it's art by the Miko. The producer is Kordonskiy, and if you go over it, you can't really feel it, but it really feels special. Like the ice feels coarse. Like normally it's like, you know, it feels smooth, right? And it's like embossed and everything, and there's like different levels to it as usual, right? But this actually feels very coarse. It's very strange. I've never seen that before. Okay, so let's take a look at the sides. So here we go. On the other side, it's getting awfully close to the camera, but that's okay. It looks intimidating enough to do so. I like it when they have different sides, different arts, because that way if you put them back on the shelf, you know, it's not necessarily always the same way. You can also see 12 plus, 1 to 4 players, 60 to 120 minutes. This is the back of the box, and you can see it looks very cool, right? Anything else I should mention here? Not really. I'm not going to read it out. Just too enthusiastic. I want to see what's inside, so let's take it off. Now, when I take off the cover, I always check if there's art inside. I think for this one, I don't think so. Oh, I'm wrong. I'm very happy that I'm wrong. It looks really cool, right? Yeah, I don't know why, but I always like it when they put art on the inside of the box. Okay, and then my thing is that I flip it over so we can use it as a platform for the rulebook. First of all, there's some a PR ad for Unconscious Mind that's probably coming out. So yeah, on Kickstarter, whatever. Put that on the side somewhere. There we go. And then let's take a look at the rulebook. Rulebook is quite small. Well, not small, but compared to the box, I mean. Yeah. Like the different thieves with little poems and so on. Okay. I say thieves, I mean chiefs, of course. Okay, setup. Different board setups as well. Action phase, eclipse phase, preparation, the action columns. I have to say, I backed this game, I got super excited, and then I stopped checking. Because I like to be surprised, right? I mean, sometimes here and there an update might have reached me, but I have no idea how to play. So, while this is my plan to play as soon as possible, I'm gonna have to actually learn it. I like this, the iconography. Because, I mean, I'm not gonna name names, but I played a game not long ago, very recent release, and you had to always go look for the icons, which is really annoying. Okay, so solo mode, definitely something that I'll dive into as well, and I like how extensive it looks. It's not just, it doesn't look like it's just tacked on. So, and also all the expansions, how they are also used, because often you have a game that has a solo mode with expansions, and the expansions, no, don't use it because it doesn't work with this one a lot. I like this a lot. Normally I do a reboxing. I might still do one so people don't have to go through this, but I just like that they have this, you know, makes it a lot easier for people to rebox. Okay, this I imagine can go, although I'm going to keep it on the side because sometimes it's good to put on the bottom, so I'm not going to throw it away yet, maybe use it later. Okay, and then we see all this. Now this can go away, this can go more in the center, and then we can zoom in more. Okay, so there's a lot of stuff. Let's do the small bag first. So these are the little tents. You can see they look screen printed, looking pretty good. Different symbols according to which tribe, I imagine. Yeah, they look nice. I'm sure they have their own spots somewhere, so I'm just gonna put them on the side and put them in later. Let's open this big bag. See, I was doubting between big bag and big boy, so I said big bad for some reason. It's not a villain. All right, I'll put this here. Now, of course, we've got this, right? So obviously there's a difference, but we'll get to that later. So these are the ones that come with the game. There we go. So I'll put them back in the bags anyway. They're gonna be replaced. So these are the score markers. There we go. Quality is really good, I feel. They're nice and chunky. They're not like super thin or whatever. And these ones, they look like puzzle pieces, but obviously they're not. They're like totems, I imagine. Just guessing here. This is like the others, just a different print, right? Different tribe, different player colors. So let's go over those first. Okay. And this one. There we go. One more. There we go. I think I like the red ones the most. The Eye of Sauron. Okay. So the gel can go. Here we have the mammoths. Not the mammoth, just one mammoth. And then the other player tokens. And here we have our tribe members. I like that they all have different poses. There we go. And then we can open it and see what's inside. Of course, this is empty. these cubes. I mean, they're basic cubes, but I'll show them to you anyway. There we go. So these are actually modules, you see? So take this off, and then you'll probably put everything that one player needs, close it up, and then another one, another one, another one. So there's a lot of them, 4, pretty cool. And there is stuff underneath here. Open this up. Okay. So we have these guys here. It's really cool, honestly. They're more like the hard plastic, these ones. As you can see, the inserts we just put away had room for these on the side, I believe. So yeah, pretty cool. These are of course the houses, as you can see, right? Okay. Then we have some boards here. They all look different. This is the back. I imagine you start from here and then branch out depending on how you want to. Then we have the minis. This one. The wash, of course, brings out the details very nicely. And of course, there's no reason to paint them if you want to, right? Nothing's gonna stop you. I might, I'm not sure. Because there's so many games that need to be painted, so it already looks cool the way it is. And you probably already noticed here we have the bases, so it's not like you need it for the color. But I like the sculpts. It's a bit cartoonish, but of course it's the Miko art, right? I like this guy especially. And he has the eye here. So maybe he's really my guy. Maybe the red faction is really my faction. Alright, so these are the bases. Alright, so I'll do the clip-on test in case you are interested. So let's take this guy, put him on. It'd be so horrible if it like broke off, imagine that. But no, it clicks on very easily, very simple. Let's take it off. There we go. No problemo. Cool, cool, cool. Alright, so I can do this here for now. And then we have the cards. Start with this deck. Let's see how easy it is, because normally I have to pause, but if it goes very easy, I don't have to pause at all. I don't have to pause at all. Look at that. Amazing. So let me throw away the plastic. Alright, so there's a bunch of cards here. I always look at the back first, so I can separate them. Put these guys here. This is just one card. Here's some other cards. This is also one card. These are a bunch of cards. Okay, let's put these together. Come on, guys. Don't sabotage me. Alright, so all these have the same backs. So obviously it's Tamiko, so I cannot not go through the art. But I always do anyway, so. Obviously I have no idea what all these cards do at the moment. I mean, you can make an educated guess, but like I said, we're here for the art at this point. And as usual, the art seems to rock. Yeah. You can also hear the soothing sounds of Hong Kong, the birds. Welcome to Bob Ross. Alright, so you can see, really digging this art style. Yeah. It's a very special horse. Okay. Ochre Mines, pottery. And there's so many cards of it as well, so it's good for variability, stargazing, storytelling, ambush hunting. Alright, put these over here. Then we have these. And they're not all the same. There's significant there's subtle differences. So maybe these are some I'm not gonna guess what they are, but I'm sure you get them at one point and you have to use them, whatever. So no real need to go through them art-wise. So I'm just gonna put them on the side. These go to each player, I imagine, because it has the symbols. I'm missing the mammoth though, so I'm sure the mammoth is here somewhere, whatever. I'm sure I'll find it later. Yeah, cool. So once again, I'm just guessing, okay? All right. Then here are the chiefs. So Firewolf, Thunderpaw, Chief Looking Hand, that explains the eye, Chief Chiselstone, Chief Tuskbreaker, and then another, and then this looks like a player aid, right? And there's only one, maybe there's another player aid somewhere there. Okay, I'm open this one. I'm really happy they open very easily. So I was talking about how many cards there were. This is just literally another deck of those cards. So there really are a lot of them. Pathfinder. Oh, but now there's like doubles. Hunter. Maybe these are deck starters or something, because it's, oh, yeah. Tribesmen, or specific to certain tribes. Tribeswoman, brave, altars, communal feasts, tribesmen, tribeswoman, brave, altars. Yeah, you can see the pattern, right? Tribesmen, tribeswoman, brave, altars, feasts, and tribesmen, and of course there will be tribeswoman. Another deck of these coming. Be this one, of course. Yes. All right, so we have Crafter, still the same backs, yeah. Many crafters. Shaman, many shamans. Elder, many elders. And then Pathfinder. Now, I don't remember seeing the green communal feast and so on, but maybe they were in the original deck and I just went through them because there were so many. Okay, and then we have these ones here, the smaller ones. Now this one, as you can see, there's no easy way to open it, so I am going to have to use my scissors and paws. Here we are. So we have several with this back, several with this back, and then a ton with this one, and then several here. So remember last time I said a player aid? Probably not, or maybe it is, but these ones are actually the player aids, as you can see. And of course you shuffle them out, and then of course you also see who will start, who will be first player, and what kind of resources you get. Okay, cool. Always a cool system. And you don't have to consult the rulebook for that. Let's do the smaller ones first. There's only a couple of these. Okay. And these, there are also not many of them. Okay. Like, I would like to tell them what they are, but I have no idea. I have no idea. And then these, is it always a bear paw? It is, yeah. Okay. So more arts. The woolly mammoth. So these are the animals, I guess, that you can hunt. The Argentavis. The Glyptodon. It's cute. The woolly rhino. Ground sloth. And I'm counting them as I'm going along. So it says times 10, there are 10. Stag moose. Saber-toothed cat. Okay, so I'm guessing you're trying to collect these as much as possible. Like the one woolly mammoth only has 5. And then maybe you get 2 of these, and if you have more than 2, you get 5, stuff like that. You get a rainbow. Okay, whatever it means. So that's done. So this section is actually done. I can put this on top of this for now. And there's something underneath, which a keen eye will have noticed already. Once again, normally I would throw this away, but until I've completely reboxed it, I'm not going to make sure I don't lose anything. So here is the other stuff. First of all, let's take a look at the player boards. The backs are all the same. The front is not, I believe. So here we go. So you could ask if they're not the same, are the skills the same? It does look like it. I don't see any difference necessarily on the board. I think they're all the same. Just the art is different. But initially everything on here seems to be the same. But I'm sure asymmetrically the asymmetry will be provided through other means. Alright, and this is then a pack that is in film as well, in shrink. So okay, so that's removed. So this, of course, is a board. And the back looks like this, just Endless Winter Paleoamericans. And I will zoom out a bit so you can see the board easier as I flip it over. There we go. That has everything. Okay, cool. So that is one of the boards. There we go. Then we have some punch outs. You can see, like, even the art here is also very nice. Of course, by now you already know that I'm a huge fan. Can't really hide it. There we go. The big bird. It's really cool, really imposing, you know? So I guess you can choose which side you play. This is the more scenic one, and this is just the more information one. I guess this is much clearer because of the coloring, but this is much cooler, so it depends what you prefer. And then we have this. Oh, so kind of on its head, I guess. Yes, these are the animals, because you have the bear paw. Okay, that is the main box, alright? So, I'll get back to you with the other stuff. Next up are the Deluxe Resin components. Let's take a look what they look like. So it says it's 20 megaliths, 8 idols, and 4 scoring markers. So let's do the scoring markers first, and we can have a little comparison to see whether or not you feel that it is worth it or not. So let's take the other ones. Could do a little game. Which ones are the upgraded components? Now obviously you can see these ones. Now honestly, I think maybe if these were painted, it sounds really stupid, then they might look better. But the fact that the hundreds are not white, I don't know, I might actually prefer these, to be honest. Yeah, I don't know if the 100s are worth it. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to keep both and then let people choose. Simple as that. All right, let's take a look at the megaliths. First, the green ones. Now I have to say weight matters. These are super duper light. These are at least twice as heavy. So you do feel the difference in weight of these. Okay, I do prefer these ones though to those. And once again, I feel like I might want to paint these that they look even better, you know, especially, you know, if you put a wash in, the cars will come out better looking and so on. I don't know. In this case, I prefer the upgraded ones. Let's take a look at, I'll just take 2 of them instead of all of them. So look at the eyes. There we go. And then these are the originals. Okay. Once again, I really think I might paint these. You know, First time I would ever paint tokens, I have to say though. I do think there's an option there. So then the yellows. There we go. The difference. Yeah, I think if you paint it, it will come out more. But yeah, I'm just an amateur painter for sure. So maybe other people can weigh in and say like, nah. Although I think in this case, I wouldn't be surprised if people say like the resin upgrade wasn't that crazy, because the basic tokens already look good, you know? They already look good. So, but yeah, I'm one of those suckers who always goes all in or go home. So yeah. All right. And then the last one, the basic ones. Not the basic ones, the neutral ones, I should say. Yeah. Of course, these are now more, I don't know, they're more distinguished than these ones, because the white and the gray, actually the gray on the gray is not that clear. Okay. And then we have these, which are the idle markers. And these are the replacements. Sorry, but I think this is stupid. This is so tiny. So for sure, this is an upgrade. Okay. Without doubt, this is an upgrade. Reminds me a little bit of Blood Rage, the upgrade you have for that. Yeah, obviously this is way better. Okay, the first expansion is Cave Paintings. All right. So I'm not going to show too much of the box because I'm going to throw it away for sure. And honestly, it's not that special on the sides. Doesn't really show that much actually. Just cave paintings, right? A little bit. So I'm going to throw it away for sure because I'm going to put it all in the main box. I think that's also why they didn't go through all the effort of putting a picture on the inside. So the expansion, here we go, the rulebook, boom, boom, boom. Here we go. I like that this is basically a roll and write without roll and writing. So you get to write and everything, which is pretty cool. And here we see the items, punchboards. I like this tile a lot. And you can see, you know, you can write on it and then wipe it off. So no paper there. Pretty cool. If I'm not mistaken, there are different ones as well. Then we have some cards that we're going to take a look at. It also opens very easily. Super appreciative of that. So basically it's just more cards to add to the deck. Horsehair brushes, ground pigments, seashell paint, red clay paint, charcoal paint, and then painters that you can buy. Or I guess recruit. And we have these guys here, which are more animals, which I think is really good. The Hageman horse, of course, is only one, but still, more is always better. And of course, the pens. And then some baggies to put it all in. Okay, so I'll put this in the main box later. As you might have noticed, the video is getting darker because it's getting later. All right. So I'm in a race against time here. So on to the next expansion, and that is Rivers and Rafts. Okay, so on the side. This is the back. I like how it has all these different pieces apparently, but let's take a look. Nothing inside, of course. There we go. The rulebook. The eclipse phase. Alright. The tiles. Pretty cool with the fish. Okay. That'll be easier. You see the fish all have different rewards. And these are all for the different players. Ah, this looks cool. Very cool. Look at these screen printed babies. Wow. A volcano and so on. Very nice. And the boats also look cool. Very excited to play this one. Then there's of course some cards to add even more variability. These are 4 special ones. These are the special screen printed ones that we just saw. Yeah. You might have seen, hey, there's a monolith in there that I didn't see. I think this is the monolith here, so it's coming. So warriors you can recruit now. Okay. Let's take a look at the monolith all by itself. Because it's alien, you know. It feels different as well. Quite sharp on the edges. Better watch out. Don't cut yourself. Right, and then of course more animals as well. The Stellar's sea cow. Pretty cool. Okay. Then we move on to the next expansion. Yes, I'm a little bit in a rush because I want to get this finished. It's the last one. Come on. Last one is the Ancestors expansion, and this is supposed to have the other expansions in there as well. That's what I read on Kickstarter anyway. There we go. Prosperity and Strife. So those are the ones that are in there. Okay. Of course, nothing here. Boom. Ancestors expansion. Okay. Animal cards. Yay, more animal cards. I don't know why I'm saying yay. I don't know how the mechanic works, but I just like more stuff. Okay, so we have the Aurora Borealis module. Okay. So here we go. These look awesome. Really cool. Then the player aid. Okay. That's one. Then we have the Canine Familiars module. Okay. Aw. And this is less aw. It's more like get out of there. For sure. Okay, it reminds me of Up. This is Dog, and the other ones are all the other guys. Alright. Another one of these. And then a ton of cards. Encampments, herding, monuments, spearfishing, inaugurations, shelters, bow hunting, weaponry, fish drying, funeral chambers, napper. Okay, so these are the ones that you can hire again, I'm sure. Recruit, healer, looks really cool. And then at the end, storyteller. There's only a couple of those. Oh no, there's more. And there's a second set underneath here. I'm really happy these open as easily as they do, especially now as it's getting darker. Yep. Chief Firewolf, Chief Thunderpaw, Chief Looking Hand, Chief Chiselston, Tuskbreaker. So I guess more variety. So the storytellers are continued, and then we have Trailblazer, Tracker, and that's it. Okay. Then we have this little thing here. Doesn't really mention what it is. Oh, it's a Yeti promo. The Yeti. Saber-toothed Squirrel. Haha, Ice Age. Squirrel and Nut promo and the Yeti promo. Okay. Then we have these cards here. Come on. Thank you very much. Alright, and that's more animals. We have the Mastodon, Terror Bird, Longhorn Bison, Short-Faced Bear, Direwolf, Giant Beaver, Cave Lion, and that's it. Alright, now we have one final module, actually two. The Mammoth module. So there wasn't a Mammoth in there before. Well, here he is, ladies and gentlemen, the Mammoth. And there's one more promo, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, here. Ceremonial Grounds. It's getting dark now, though. It's getting dark now. Ceremonial Grounds. These cards are a little bit more special. Yeah, the backs are also very cool. Look at that. Then the only thing remaining are the mats. So here's the video of the mats. I'm quickly doing it in my daughter's room because it was getting too dark outside. It's pretty nice, right? And then the second mat's pretty nice too, right? Cool, cool, cool.